So at the time we screen printed all of our products. These days there's more, made to order on demand manufacturing is high quality, but in 2014 it was sort of just a brand new technology and it was pretty poor really. It was the colors were really bad, it washed off the shirts. And so at that time we really wanted to do screen printing only. The problem is with screen printing, you can find anyone to print 100 shirts, but nobody wants to print 20 or 30. And we knew that the lower we put our minimums, the more products that we would sell. So the original idea of the production facility was that we were going to build a screen printing facility that specialized in, these really
Yeah.
small runs. What's funny is that that never really happened. We bought all the equipment, spent a ton of money and tried, but really quickly found out what every other, manufacturer has, which is that it's really hard to make
Yeah.
money when you print a
Yeah.
very small number of products, and it
And
became a digital printing facility.
and that facility, in terms of like your focus and direction, like how did that affect you and your team? Because it seemed like that was like a massive undertaking in order to get this going, and it's time that could be spent on a bunch of different things in the business. How did you
Yeah,
balance, being able to like look for this big vision, but also protecting the business that's already there?
for sure. I think one thing that will tell you how I feel about it is that my new business, Fourth Wall, which is in a somewhat similar space, we have no manufacturing facilities, and it's like in our mission statement that we never will. I think a mistake that we made, it was such a split of focuses to try to build a software platform and build a manufacturing facility from the ground
Mhm.
up. An enormous percent of our time ended up going into building technology to print t-shirts
Yeah.
when really what our users wanted was a better experience to create and sell them online, and we should have just worked with manufacturing partners. When we first built that facility, we thought we were doing something that nobody else could, that really small manufacturing runs idea. But once that failed, once we found out we can't do that, we didn't have the self-awareness to say, okay, let's get out of this business and go
Yeah.
back to working with partners. We then tried to make it work by turning it into like a digital printing facility, which by the way was a great facility. It had a great team. It ended up being, making us money versus what we would have paid versus partners. But 50% of our engineering time, 50% of my time, maybe a little less, but close to it, went into
Yeah.
thinking about how do I run this facility instead of how do I make a better online platform to help people sell things
Yeah.
and earn money.